Oh boy, somebody's probably going to jail. All right, got my Crocs. For this story though, gonna have to go into full drive for these babies, all right? Right? Yeah, don't mind it. Toes get a little cold out here. Anyways, like I said, somebody might be going to jail because we got a customer at Spencer Storage trying to pull some slick stuff, spamming, scamming, whatever she's doing, credit card, and yeah, let's just hop into the video.
What was the amount charged to your account?
210.
And what was the last 4 digits of the card it was charged to? That way I can look for that.
Oh, hold on a second. I gotta grab my wallet.
Okay.
Alright, sorry about that. I didn't know I was gonna need a credit card.
I just want to make sure that I'm getting the right one here.
Yep, I got you. Okay. It's a Discover card. Pretty much the one I use from the last 4 digits.
Okay, I'll check all my reports and see what I have here, and I'll give you a call back, and we'll see what we can figure out here, all right?
Very much.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too, thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, quick rundown of what's going on. So a gentleman contacted our payment service company and stated that he needed to file a claim stating that charges were put against his card that weren't his at our Spencer Storage Solutions. So then they forwarded over to us because they couldn't figure it out. TQ got the call, went in, looked into the system, and found the information. She just got off the phone with the gentleman a little bit ago. He did state to us he was going to be going to the gym and that he might have to call us back in a little bit. Simply, how much was charged to his card?
$210.
$210 was charged to his card on the 3rd. And he's like, hey, these aren't mine. I don't have a storage locker with you guys, yada, yada, yada. Long story short, TQ went back through the system, found who charged the card. We have her name. Now what we need to do is figure out, is this person related to him or a family member, an ex-wife, anything like that before we call the cops, because, you know, if we call the cops, that's obviously going a whole different route and somebody's going to get charged with fraud. We have all of her information. We have exactly what she did. She made the payment with his card, and yeah, so that's where we're at right now. So TQ is going to go ahead and try to give him a call back real quick.
This is Savannah with Spencer Storage giving you a call back. I dug deeper into the system and I did find who used your card. So if you could give us a call back, I'd appreciate that, and we can get to the bottom of this. Thank you.
All right, gentleman's calling back.
Spencer Storage, how can I help you?
Yeah, is this what, Savannah?
Yes.
I'm just calling back before I head to the gym.
Okay. I did want to let you know that this call is being recorded.
Okay.
So I found the transaction from a...
Wait a minute, let me write that down. That name. Okay, do you have any numbers or anything? That I can call this person and give them the opportunity to make it right before they get burned.
Hi, Mark. This is Sean, the owner of Spencer Storage.
Yes, sir.
So the way I would prefer that we handle this is just turn this over to the police department.
Well, I want to see what's going on first before I get to script anybody.
Yeah, I understand that, but you have to understand.
It sounds familiar, so I'd rather give someone an opportunity to make something right before I turn them into the police.
Okay, you have to understand from a legal standpoint from us, we can't give you her information
Okay.
for the simple fact that, you know, if we did and then something happened, we would be held liable.
Okay.
If
Okay, before you do anything, I'm gonna call somebody and know who this person may be. So let me make some phone calls and then get back to you before we do anything. Is that okay?
that is perfectly fine.
I'd like to find out what happened before I do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand it from your standpoint, but please understand it from our standpoint as a business as well.
I'm not going to go crazy on anybody or anything. I'm just trying to make somebody, if they can be straightened out before they get turned into the police, I'd rather do that.
Okay, so you think you may know who she is?
The name, I don't know the last name, first name, yeah, so let me deal with this. I'll give you a call back this afternoon.
Okay, if you happen to speak with her or somebody that knows her, please let her know not to go to that unit.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. Okay, yeah, we're good. I'll talk to you this afternoon.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So this is where we're at. I didn't want to have to step in, but I could see kind of where it was going. And he says he didn't know her at first, and then he's kind of like, oh, I might know somebody that kind of knows her. And he's wanting to take control of the situation, and he's wanting to try to save face for her, basically. So that kind of is hinting to me that he knows who she is.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want us to call the cops on her. So we're going to allow him to handle it on his end. If we didn't give him any of her contact information, we just gave him the name. I'm thinking here that he knows exactly who she is. So we're hoping he'll call her, she'll call us, and then we can get this squared away and we don't have to file a police report. It's just unfortunate that she used his card without telling him. But we are we're kind of in the middle right now. But we'll keep you filled in with this one.
This is Savannah.
Yes.
I contacted on Discover Car Company.
Okay.
They're gonna deal with it.
Okay.
So they told me, I don't even have to get, I thought they would, make me get another credit card, and they're like, no, you're all good. They said, we'll just, they're gonna check it out and go from there, so.
Your card company's going to take care of it from their end?
Yep, I just contacted them and they said that I don't even have to get another credit card. I was like, aren't you gonna cancel my card? And they go, no. They go, we'll just go over to disputed claim and, I'm to take it off of my card, off my bill as of now, and they said they would contact me, let me know. I told them that I had talked to you people beforehand, so it's in the process with them now, so that's all. I'm just letting you know that that's what I did. So now it's out of my hands, I have no more to do with it.
Okay, I understand you have nothing to do with it. I'm glad you contacted your card information and got that taken care of. We are going to have to take care of it on our end. I hope you understand that as well.
Hey, do whatever you got to do. I don't know who it was. I don't care. It doesn't matter because I had nothing to do with it.
All right, brother. Yeah, we're just gonna have to file a police report, unfortunately, and
Hey,
yeah,
like I
they'll.
said, I told them so. Whatever you got to do, it's no concern to me. I didn't have nothing to do with it, so I'll catch whoever that was.
Sorry for the inconvenience on your end. It's an inconvenience for us as well, but we'll get it taken care of, and whatever we have to do to get you taken care of.
I'm kind of curious of how in the hell someone got my card numbers. What really got me baffled is like, how the hell do they do that? It's
Right.
always in my wallet. It's not out of my sight. It's not like I give it to somebody to use. That don't happen. So I don't understand how. Is there ways that they can get your card numbers? Like I said, I don't get it.
There's a lot of different ways out there we've dealt with. We have multiple businesses. I mean, to be honest with you, somebody can walk past and get close enough to your back pocket and they can actually steal your information that way. Yeah, all kinds of card skimmers. Believe it or not, just a few days ago, I was at the gas station and somebody had opened up the box on it, and from everything I was hearing, people said that's how they install the card skimmers on it. So it could have been you just swiped it. I would suggest, this isn't financial advice, but I would suggest to keep an eye on your account.
I always do. That's why I caught it. See,
Yep.
I keep all my receipts from everything, all my purchases, and then when I get my bill, I go through them. And then if I something ain't right, like I found that, I was like, okay, that ain't supposed to be there. So I always stay on that, but I've not really had any issues. I had one about 5 months ago. There was something on there, and it was more or less a mistake. This is just plain fraud.
Right. Yep. We're gonna contact.
The thing is that you've got the person's storage unit, so they come back. They're gonna get popped because whoever it was, there's no way they're getting around that.
Yeah, we're just gonna contact the police and let them handle it. It's an unfortunate situation, and yeah, we'll get everything taken care of on our end. Whatever you need from us won't be a problem.
Yep, it's all good. So, like I said, I called them and they said it must happen an awful lot because they're like, okay, no biggie. I was like, what? I said, yeah, it's a biggie. It's $210 and somebody used my card. They go, it's like, it happens quite often. I was like, that's crazy. They're like, they don't even. It's like they expect it to happen.
Right. I've been hit myself before, but most of the time it's like out of the country or another state or something like that. And typically they'll drain the account. That's what they'll do. But yeah, it's kind of odd, you know.
With a credit card, how they can't drain an account with a credit card.
Yeah, they'll just, if they got the number, they'll just keep charging it until it quits working.
Oh, all right.
They'll just drain your limit, you know.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, sir. You have a good day. We're gonna go ahead and file this report.
yeah, all right. Sorry about what happened. I mean, like I said, I have no idea what the hell's going on with that at all.
Okay, I
would like to know, to tell you the truth, but I probably never will.
well, when we contact the police, we're gonna have to give them your information, so maybe they'll follow up with you at some point.
All right.
All right, sir. Have a good day.
Yep, thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Ugh. So what I was not hoping for, we got to do now. So got to file a police report. I'm the owner of Spencer Storage Solutions. A tenant of ours used a credit card that does not belong to her, and the customer, the owner of the card, contacted us and let us know that the charge was on his card, and he does not know the lady that is renting the unit from us. She went online and booked it through our online portal. We have a website, secured the unit, and she has been renting off of us for like 6 months. She's used different cards, but last month she made a payment of $210, and that gentleman just contacted us and let us know that she should not have been using his card.
Oh, okay. Okay, because I'm going to have the officer call you and he'll do the report with you over the phone.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. I'll have him give you a call and make a report with you, okay?
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys, so wasn't able to record much of that just because a ton of personal information. Is going to contact us and just do a report over the phone because there's not an actual crime occurring at the moment. And yeah, I guess hold on for the ride here a little bit longer. It's kind of went one way, back down the other way, up back the other way. We'll get it figured out one way or another. It's just stuff like this is just time consuming and not what I wanted to do here on my Friday afternoon, or TQ wanted to do as well. We're really wanting to be focused more on taxes, but it is what it is. This is part of it, right?
That's right.
I'm not sure if you're in the camera shot or not, but we'll be back. We'll be back.
How may I assist you, sir?
We had a customer of ours that's been renting off of us for about 6 months now. Last month, we just got notified today from a gentleman. He called and said that, hey, this charge for your storage facility was on my card. I don't have a unit with you guys. So we kind of went through it, found it. We told him the name of the lady. He said he doesn't know her. He contacted his credit card company. They said they'll handle what they have to on their end. And then I just kind of told him that we would have to file a report on our end because she obviously used a card that doesn't belong to her.
Do you know whose credit card it belongs to?
Yes, sir. I've already spoke with him. He called us. That's how we found out about it.
Okay, what's his name?
His name is, let me see here. His name.
Do you know where he lives?
I don't know where he lives at. Like I said, we have never had any contact with him until today. He called us and said, hey, your storage facility charged me $210 on January 3rd of last month. I just caught it on my credit card payment.
Right, and how long has she been using that card, do you know?
She only used it that one time, January 3rd.
Let me look her up and see what I can get on that.
Okay.
But let me do a quick, you're not in a huge hurry, are you?
No, you're fine. Even when
I'm working as quickly as I can.
Oh, no worries. We're in the office today. It's super cold, so.
Okay.
We have her home address here that she uploaded with her photo ID because our company, the storage company, requires a copy of the photo ID to rent from us.
Right.
Well,
There's
there's that address and then there's this one here, so.
Is there any way that we may, can you spell his last name again?
Yep. Honestly, we didn't ask him and he didn't say. But he said when he spoke with the credit card company that they told him he didn't need to do anything. Like they're not even going to issue him a new credit card or anything, which didn't make sense to us.
Do you have a phone number for?
I do.
All right, go ahead with that. Because I'll call. He needs to report that his information was stolen. Credit card information being stolen, that's a felony 5 right off the rip.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to give you the runaround. I'm just trying to dissect a little bit of what's going on here.
Yeah, no worries. You're not going to offend me.
That's the person that used the stolen card, correct?
Correct. She gave us another address, though, as well.
Yeah, what's that address?
That one is...
On our system here, it showed that she made a payment with that credit card, but on the very same day, she made another payment with a different credit card of a $208. So I don't know, like I don't know if it was hers or maybe if she got someone else's information, because she's pretty far behind as far as payments. And I was telling her her unit was going to go up for auction, but then she committed to a payment, so we're like, okay. And then she made back-to-back payments with 2 different cards.
Yep. I will contact Mr. see if he wants to file something. It's all on her. She just needs to be brought to justice.
Right.
Have I helped at all? I don't feel like I've helped at all.
I mean, it just was a little fishy to us, because if we've dealt with fraud before on our end, and we would always get new cards issued, new accounts issued, because we don't want that to happen again. But it's like he was saying, you know, they weren't even going to issue me a new card, and you know, it's like he wasn't even worried about his account.
I guess I'll ask you this, and you can answer it if you can. If he doesn't want to file charges, there's really no crime technically. She just owes us back rent, so therefore it's not even worth me filing the claim or a police report.
No, there's really no, it'd all be civil. And if he says he wants to charge her, I will have him contact, and I'll let you know.
Okay, I appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you.
Yeah, have a good day.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You too.
Holy mackerel! It's like a rabbit hole going down. All right, so this is where we're standing. The gentleman that had his card information stolen, I spoke with him earlier. You guys have already heard this at this point. At first, he was like, no, I think I know her possibly. Let me try to get a hold of her. And then he called back and he said, you know, do what you got to do. I told him I was going to make a police report. After talking with the officer just now, he said he has to actually talk to that gentleman to see if he wants to file charges against her for stealing his card information and using it. And it all comes down to if that gentleman wants to file a police report or not. So the officer is going to call me back and let me know what that gentleman says. Because if he doesn't want to press charges against her, there's pretty much nothing we can do. And no crime was committed if he doesn't want to press charges against her. Now, on our end, because we're going to be out $210, there's a little bit of a back payment here as well she owes. She's used some other credit cards as well, but they have not came back as stolen. We pretty much have to contact her then and say, hey, this is what's going on. We need your $210 and your back payment immediately. Wait for this officer to call back and we'll see where we go. The officer hasn't been able to get a hold of him, so I'm going to try to give him a call.
So,
Hey, this is Sean with Spencer Storage calling. The police department?
nope.
He's calling from a restricted number, so probably not coming through or something, but basically they want to know if you're going to press charges against her or not. So
All I'm doing is I called, like I told you, I called Discover Card. They told me they'd handle it, for me to worry about nothing, and they let me know the results. I was like, okay, fine.
okay, so you're not going to press charges against her.
I'm not doing anything. Whatever they do that's up to that company. They said they'd handle it, so I'm not doing nothing.
All right, sir. I just wanted to clarify that with you. We're going to move forward with our process on our end here at the storage facility. Thanks.
They basically told me don't worry about getting involved in it. I gave them the information. They said, thank you, and we'll take care of it.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, guys. So moving forward here, we know now that this gentleman is not going to press charges. So no crime technically occurred because he's not going to file it. So what we have to do now is call her and explain to her the process moving forward here. So we, by law, we could technically force an eviction on her. This being a business, we're gonna try to recoup our money beforehand. If not, it will go to an auction and we will recoup our lost wages that way.
Hello?
Hi, is
Yeah.
this Spencer Storage Solutions. I just wanted to let you know this phone call is being recorded, okay?
That's fine.
We have a little bit of an issue here that we need to get resolved. You made a payment on January 3rd, 23. Do you remember making that payment for $210?
Yes.
Okay, this is where the issue first starts. We got a flag today that came back fraudulent.
Why?
The gentleman that it came back to, he says he did not authorize you to use it.
I know that when I paid the last time, it was to make up for, to get out of whatever the, how you guys auction off.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I was getting ready to do another payment tomorrow to pay up so I can get stuff out.
Yeah,
But
so
I only have, I mean, I'll show you all my credit cards, but I've never used anybody's credit card. Like, I either use my mom's or my friend's hand.
yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'm just telling you from our side of it. A payment was made by you on this date with this card.
When was it? When was the date?
It was January 3rd, 23.
Yeah, I haven't even, I owe for December and January and February, so that was not me.
Okay. So as of right now, your bill is $591.43. We need to get this taken care of because this is severely delinquent. We don't typically.
But the thing is, I'll go back through and I'll bring it up. Let me go through. Anyways, I plan on paying like the $3, whatever it was that was supposed to be due by tomorrow.
Yeah, that was the balance as of then.
Yeah.
But the $210, $210 from January now went back onto it because it was flagged fraudulent and not paid. Your balance is $591.43.
Okay, I can definitely pay the $3 whatever tomorrow. But would I be able to get another week or so to pay the rest of that?
I can make a note here. I need this paid tomorrow, or this thing is going to go to immediate auction, okay?
Okay.
So it will be $381.43. You're going to make tomorrow, correct? I'm going to make a note here. If it's not paid tomorrow, it's going to auction.
It'll be tomorrow, like sometime tomorrow. I got people to do and stuff like that. And yes, it'll be made tomorrow at one point.
All right, I'm making a note in my system. You're going to pay $381.43 tomorrow.
Okay.
And then you will have, I will give you 2 weeks to make the remaining balance.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. So this is how it always goes. And there's really nothing we can do. That's the sad part about this. Like, as the business owner, your hands are kind of tied. You know what I'm saying? Because you can only do what you can do. I mean, we have a confirmed payment added in by her on her unit, all of her information, and then she comes back and says, I never used that card. Clearly you did. They have to type the card information in. We don't do that on our end. So, yeah, we've been working on this all day. It is currently 3:08. I mean, literally all day. What a hassle to have to deal with. And this is just part of business, I guess. It occasionally does happen, unfortunately. This is the first one we've dealt with for the storage unit since we've owned it now over a year. Anything you want to say, TQ?
I mean, I would say thank goodness for our system we use. The
Right.
because right here,
Easy Storage Solutions,
right
guys.
here is a print off of all transactions that she made on her account. We can go on there, see what she's done, what she hasn't done, yada, yada, yada. But she can come back and say, oh, I never made these payments. It's right here. It's all printable.
Yeah.
Any text through the system is all printable. So we've had numerous conversations through the system. So, I mean, it's good to have a system like this that keeps track of everything. That way if you do have to get the law involved, you know, it comes down to that. But I mean, let's hope we see it come in tomorrow. So we'll see.
If not, it'll go to auction, and that'll be that. The biggest thing is, I guess she said she remembered making this payment, and then as soon as I said, hey, you use this card, you know, I didn't, you know, she didn't use that card. Well, you remembered making it on this date for this amount. We sent the letter, the email for that amount through Easy Storage Solutions. So to her email, like, there's a lot of documented proof here, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, technically no crime was committed that anybody is going to pursue. We can't do anything on our end because the gentleman that had the card is unwilling to press charges. And that's just that. I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles. So I need a coffee and whatever else. What the heck, man? What the heck? Oh my goodness. If I could get away with some of this stuff, man, my goodness. If I fart wrong in the wind, I get in trouble.
You do, because it's staying. It's staying.
Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As always,
just keep going. Keep going.
Growing. It doesn't matter
Just
if you're
keep
mowing
going.
or running or...
Keep doing your thing.
Be good people, guys. Be positive. Don't use other people's credit card information, and pay your bills when you can. Yeah. Alright guys, so I told you I would update you because I've been saying a few times throughout this, once we found out that he was not going to press charges, that no crime technically was committed. Well, that's not true, because now the credit card company, they can pursue it on their end as a fraud case, and if they choose to take further actions, that could possibly change this whole entire thing.